Good morning friends, welcome all of you to my YouTube channel. In previous video we learned about human respiratory system, organs and their function. Now we are going to learn the mechanism of respiration. The mechanism of respiration, it is a biological process, involves first exchange of gases between atmosphere and the lung and formation of ATPs. It involves four main processes. First, breathing. Second one, external respiration. Third one, internal respiration. Fourth one, cellular respiration. Now, breathing. It is a physical process in which gaseous exchange takes place between atmosphere and the lung. It involves inspiration and expiration. Now, during inspiration, air is taken into the lung, which occurs due to the pressure gradient formed between the atmosphere and the lung. It is an active process in which diaphragm becomes flat and goes downward. The external sternum moves upward and outward. It also seen in next figure. It leads to increase in the thoracic volume and decrease in pressure of thorax and the lung. To equalize the low pressure inside the lung, air from the atmosphere rushes into the lungs. This all process is called as inspiration. Now, during the expiration process, the thorax contracts and causes air to be exhaled out. The diaphragm relaxes and pushes outwards, become dome shaped. Now, intercostal muscles relax and pull out the rib cage inward and downward, which results in increase in thoracic volume and increase in pressure in the thorax. The lung as compared to the atmospheric pressure. So, air from the lung rushes out. This is called as the expiration. Now, breathe. One breath is one inspiration and one expiration. Now, the second mechanism, external respiration or the exchange of gases at alveolar level. The alveolar basement membrane of squamous epithelium associated with a dense capillary network. By this respiratory membrane, gaseous exchange, that is between alveolar air and the blood, occurs by the process of diffusion from higher partial pressure to the lower partial pressure until equilibrium. The partial pressure of CO2 of the blood entering the pulmonary capillaries is near about 45 Hg, while the partial pressure of CO2 in alveolar air is 40 mmHg. Due to this difference, CO2 diffuses from capillaries into the alveolus. Similarly, partial pressure of O2 of blood in pulmonary capillaries is 40 mmHg, while in alveolar blood it is 104 mmHg. Due to this difference, O2 diffuses from alveoli to capillaries. Next, the third mechanism, internal respiration. The main components of blood involves in transport of respiratory gases, that is O2 and CO2, means oxygen and carbon dioxide, are the RBCs, red blood corpuscles, and plasma. The internal respiration is about ensuring the transport of oxygen in the blood from the lung to the cell around, and the transport of metabolic CO2 from the tissue cells into the blood and to the lungs. Out of total oxygen transported, 30% dissolved by plasma, remaining 97 is bound to the hemoglobin present in RBC cells. The Hb means hemoglobin is act as a respiratory carrier which have high affinity for O2 means oxygen and combines to form oxyhemoglobin molecule. One molecule of Hb means hemoglobin has 4 ferrous ions which pickups or binds O2 molecule means oxygen molecules. The affinity of oxyhemoglobin changes by 4 things. First, H plus ion concentration. Second one, CO2 partial pressure. Third one, temperature. Fourth one, 2,3 dPg. The relationship between oxyhemoglobin saturation and the oxygen tension is called as oxygen dissociation curve. Now, the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve is sigmoid, shift toward right due to increase in number of H plus ion, a rise in 2,3-diphosphoglycerate form in RBCs, HCO3 change to H2O and CO2. Now, Bohr's effect curve. It is a shift of oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve due to change in partial pressure of CO2 in blood. Next, Haldane effect. The oxyhemoglobin function as acid. It decreases pH of blood due to increase in H plus ion. HCO3 changes to H2O and CO2. Another mechanism, that is carbon monoxide poisoning. CO, carbon monoxide, is the most poisonous gases. When it is inhaled, it combines with the hemoglobin to form a carboxyhemoglobin. It shows a cherry red color in blood, which is very stable compound. Thus, affinity of this carbon monoxide is near about 210 to 300 times more than oxygen for carrying the oxygen molecule, the transport of CO2. The CO2 is soluble in water and transported by RBC and plasma. CO2 dissolves in plasma and form carbonic acid, that is H2CO3. This carbonic acid dissociated into HCO3 and H plus ion by the enzyme carbonic anhydrase. For equilibrium or ionic balance between RBC and plasma, chloride diffuses. It is called as chloride shift or Hamburg's phenomenon. The CO2 binds to the amino group of hemoglobin and form compound, that is carbanohemoglobin, which is ready to passage where partial pressure of CO2 is low, that is in alveolar region, and release CO2. Next to that, cellular respiration. This is taking place inside the cell where food is oxidized and ATP generated. It can be shown by two steps. Oxidation means breaking of complex organic molecule into simple or inorganic molecules and release heat energy. And second process, phosphorylation of ADP. By addition of inorganic phosphate form ATP, which is high energy bond. The ATP used to carry out vital life processes, so is called as energy currency of the cell. These are the molecular formula of overall respiration process. Okay, thank you.